Lifestylers, it's Lushawn. If you've just found my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting me here on Lushawn's Lifestyle. So I'm back with another home decor design for Free.99. This is a video for curtain rods. These are wooden rods that I had with my old decor, and I didn't want to throw them away because they're wood and they cost, you know, they were kind of pricey, and I was trying to decide what to do with them. So there's two of them. I'm only showing you one, but one is 5 feet and the other one was 8 feet. So I'm just showing you what I'm going to be using, which is the Rust-Oleum spray paint in semi-white gloss, semi-gloss white, the little nozzle I use to spray paint with, and this sandpaper that's worse for wear. So I'm only doing the one. I'm doing both rods, but I'm only showing you the one because it's just easy to control this stuff because it was rolling all over the place. So yeah, so the 5 feet will be going up in my office / craft room, and the 8 feet in my bedroom. Okay, so here's what it looks like outside. Me prepping it, getting ready to spray paint. I found some styrofoam in a box in a garage, in the garage. So I thought this would be kind of a novel way to put the knobs, put the end pieces there, since they had screws. And then I'm using the 2 chairs on my patio to on my lanai to hold up the rod, and then the other ones, they stand up on their own, the brackets. All right, so I'm getting ready to spray paint. Tech tip: just spray paint lightly. Do one light coat and then let it dry and then come back. Try not to just go all in on the painting and try to make it, you know, have all the coverage in one setting, because it's gonna be clumpy and it's gonna run and it's not gonna look smooth and professional. So you can see I just did a really quick light coat on all the pieces there on the table, the brackets and the end knobs, and then a light coat on the rod. And the rod took a little bit longer because I had to, you know, kind of spray and turn. So you just want to hit it and quit it, basically. So after 3 coats, I let it dry 30 minutes in between each coat. And for the last coat, I actually let it dry overnight. I just let it just stay out there and dry, because I wanted to make sure it cured and was in it, you know, I didn't want any dings or nicks or fingerprints if I touched it. So yeah, so I am now upstairs in my office / craft room, and so you can see how nicely these came out. I did get one little nick because I dropped, you'll see on the next end piece, I dropped it and it nicked, but I'm like, it's up high, nobody can see it, so no biggie. See right there on there, but I didn't worry about it. These panels I've had for forever. I have 8 of them, but I'm putting 3 upstairs and the other 5 will go in my bedroom. Here's the rod. As you can see how nicely that came out. Again, I would suggest just, you know, doing light coats and letting them dry and then going on with, you know, the additional coats. It makes a world of difference when you are trying to paint something and you don't want runs and you don't want it to be clumpy. So these are sheer white panels. They will go from floor to ceiling or ceiling to floor. And this is where I will be putting the rods up, and the panels will go here. And this is the window when I'm filming in it and I get comments about how bright my filming background is. This is why, this window right here. Okay, at this point I thought I had the camera on, but I didn't. So I had already gone up and I did the measurements on the window based on how long the rod was and where the brackets needed to be. And I had a little bit of a miscalculation, and I was gonna edit it out, but I'm like, you know what? It happens. It's, things happen. So I left it in there. But at this point right now, I'm putting up the bracket for the base of the curtain rod to sit on. And I don't know why, because I had already done downstairs and everything went through flawless, but I don't know, I had a brain fart or something when I got upstairs. But I put the bracket on backwards. So I had, as you see, I had to take it off and then try again. So I had messed up where I had put the anchors. So here I'm coming down now to get another anchor because it was a hot mess. So at this point now, I found the bracket, the anchor that I needed, so I could put the bracket back on the right way. Yeah, so I was just having a great deal of problems with upstairs, and I don't know why. You're gonna see that I had another miscalculation. Basically, when I did the measurements, the rod itself was 5 feet, and the window was a little under that. But what I did was, instead, the brackets needed to be aligned with the window, not based off the rod, and I did it based off the rod. So I again, like I said, I don't understand why I was having such an issue when I got upstairs. It should have gone like clockwork. Normally when you do something, you do the first one, everything else after that comes easy. But yeah, I don't know, it was just, I don't know, I was having some issues. But as you can see, I made it work. But here you can clearly see the placement of the bracket versus where the window ends. The bracket should have been over the window, right at the very edge, for the rod to sit on. And yeah, so I'm moving on over to the next bracket, and this one goes up pretty quickly, pretty simple. I just went ahead and made a starter hole for the anchors, pushed those in, and I got the bracket up there pretty much easy peasy, because at this point I knew what to do. So I didn't put it up backwards. So yeah, I'm just grabbing the drill because I didn't want to hand twist. So I was kind of being lazy, but as you can see how quickly I put that one up based on the first one where I was just having major issues. So now I'm getting the rod and the panels to test it out. And here you can see where I realized my miscalculation, where I put the brackets too far out. But I figured I could make it work. So what I did was I went ahead and got the end piece to put on the rod, because it's not going to fall if both of the end pieces are on there. So I figured I could make it work. Yeah, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put the panels on there and go for it at this point. So here you see I got it up there, put the panels on, and now I just need to do the other side to put the end piece on. And I was just taking a look to make sure that the way I was putting the panels would match on each side, because you could put the panel on the outside of the bracket or the inside of the bracket. So I just wanted to make sure I was doing it the same on both sides. Here I am straightening out the panels. So like I said, even though I had a little miscalculation with the measurements, I was able to make it work. And yeah, so I got the panel up, and this is, I won't show you my whole craft room because it's in disarray right now. I'm still working on my office slash craft room, but yeah, so here it is. And don't mind that I'm also redoing all of the smoke detectors, so I know you saw it. All right, so this is in my bedroom, and this is the one that is 10 feet. Like I said, got that one right up, no problem.